Hello everyone, and welcome to another Bowtel Bow video. Today, in this video, I'm going to be talking about design and performance and how two bows that are relatively the same can perform very differently. So stay tuned. Alright, some specs on these bows. Phoenix here is about 72 inches from nock to nock and shoots at about 63 pounds at 30 inches. This new U-bow I made, it's a 74 inches from nock to nock and it shoots about 65 pounds at 30 inches. So it's just a little bit heavier but a little bit longer as well. So we're going to compare these two bows, see how they shoot, and then let's talk about the differences in performance. .162.
That's good.
Yeah. .162, 164, is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
So, what can be making these two bows so different? Let's go into the shop and let's take a look at them. Welcome to my shop, and let's take a deeper look into these two bows. So first things you got to know about bows is you want them, even though they look really pretty when they're bent and everything, you want them to be straight when they're not being strung, when they're not strung. And what that will do is it will give the bow the best performance, because instead of returning from all the way bent to here to this position, you're bending from all the way back here all the way up in front to the hand of the bow. So you want it to be as straight as possible. So start off with this piece of wood. I straightened it as best I could and it just didn't take, but I learned a little bit from that. So you can see here, if I do this, we got about 5.5 inches of what we call string follow or set, when the bow has taken a set. On the back end, it's even worse. Well, this is the top limb here. We're at, we'll go to the nocking point, 7.5 inches of set or string follow. So that in itself right there can slow down a bow tremendously. And that because it's just not getting as much cast. And so that changes performance. As you can see with this other U-bow that I just finished, it's got a little bit of string follow on this top limb here. Let's see if I can, we got, I see, 2 inches on that limb, on the bottom limb, and then 5 inches on the top limb. And that is tremendously better than the 5.5 and the 6 or 7.5 over here. So already that's going to bring the bow going forward faster, so the string follow is less. Another thing to look at when you're designing a bow is you want the limbs to have the least amount of mass possible and still get you the strength you want. So even though these two bows are about the same strength, draw weight, we're going to go ahead and weigh them with the scale here so you can see what's the difference. This one, if I can balance it, is about 1.78 pounds. So 1 3/4 pounds. Let's go ahead and check this guy out. And this one, even though it's even a little bit heavier poundage bow, only weighs 1.32 pounds. So that's a whole, almost half a pound difference in the weight of the wood. And therefore, it's the less mass that the bow has to move in order to return to its original position, and therefore that means it just has faster cast and more energy transfer to the arrow. So in conclusion, 20 feet per second is a pretty large difference between two pretty similar designed bows. So just wants to remind you that it is important to keep your limb mass and your overall mass of your bow as low as possible with still getting your draw weight that you want. And then also to try to eliminate string follow by steam bending it straight before you start making the bow. If you do these two things with Pacific U or whatever bow wood you end up doing, it will work out a lot better, and just those couple things will give you added performance in your bows. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe so you can stay tuned for more content about bows and how you can make your bows better.